Hey guys, welcome to Podiatry Practice Mastery. Don here. I want to share my experience with using my new patient slide deck. So this is kind of a transition. One thing that I've learned in the history behind it, like in Strategic Coach, I've been learning basically, I always take what's working and look at how I can improve it. Okay, so for example, I've been using these patient presentations for a long time, using PowerPoints or Google Slides to explain things to patients. I really never had a good initial discussion with patients, and it varied every patient how I kind of introduced myself, what I talked about, and things like that. And I never really had a good way to say that I expected referrals or I expected online reviews. I always thought it was important, but it was just kind of an awkward conversation. So I put together this new patient discussion. And if you want to see a copy, go to drpelto.com and click that new patient download packet, and I'll have that video there. I'll put that video or the slide, probably the video, not the slide deck. But basically, I go over, and I did this for my first patient today. Okay, so I made a simple slide deck. I sent it to someone in Fiverr, paid them $40. They made a couple of revisions, and I got this amazing slide deck, like better than I could produce in 1,000 years. That's the key about paying people to do things. And I used it today, so I pulled it up, and I went over to this patient. She came actually as a second opinion. And basically, she was disgruntled with the podiatrist that she saw, had some nail fungus, wasn't too pleased with them because they just kind of disregarded it, and she wanted more. And then she found me online, and she came in. And so basically, in this new patient welcome presentation, I kind of start telling them a little bit about myself, telling them about my family, my kids, my board certification, hospital affiliations. I tell them what I'm committed to, and I was very clear. I want to be friends, and that's one thing. A lot of patients, they don't have this friendship with their doctors, and so I want to be friends and things like that. And then what her expectations, and I did talk about that, about her referring two other people to me and doing a review online. So it worked out well. I'll tell you as I continue to tweak it, as I make different changes to it, but it might be something you want to consider. I just think that the presentation format, it jogs my memory a lot more than just me remembering to say the same thing all the time. Like, you can do like your own little spiel, but once again, I find that we call it a canned response, or that spiel that you always do. If you don't have enough time, you're not going to do it. If you're too busy, you're not going to do it. If you're feeling insecure, having a bad day, you're not going to do it. So that's why I did it this way. Another thing that I did today was I'm getting better at using my review page. So this was a patient. I have a lot of patients. They get a good result. Okay, and I basically said, hey, anything else I can help you with? No, everything was fine, great, happy with the results. I said, hey, can I, out of curiosity, I said, did you already give us a review online? And one person said yes today, and the other person said no. And so, I said, well, would you mind doing a favor? And whenever you ask a patient for a favor, they always say yes, right? Because she's pleased with the results and things like that. And I said, well, I'm going to send you a link to this page on my website. And then I actually do it. I pull up Patient Education Genius. I click the link. I pull up the link, and I say, this is my reviews page. And on there's like 5 links. So if you want to see this, you go to drpelto.com/ I think it's review. And you'll see 5 links. Like, I have Google on there. There's number 1. Then I have WebMD. Then I have Yelp. Then I have other things. I say, what I would recommend is you kind of share your experience, write out something, and then what I'd like you to do is just copy and paste it, and put it into each one of these links. So that's way, instead of getting 1 online review, I'm getting like 5 online reviews. Okay. Now the bottom one is a video, and I said, if you're really courageous, I'd like a video. And I did ask one patient for that today. This was a patient that I did a case study on. And if you've heard me before, the case study is basically, I sat with her, I put her medical record number there, and I put before and after, and she was like a 52-year-old female with bilateral Achilles tendonitis for 1.5 years. And she had seen multiple doctors, done multiple treatments. I put that on before she actually relived it. She was telling me about it. She had a sit-down job, but she had a part-time gig at a local grocery store called Wegmans, and she was never getting better. And she came to see me. I did 6 treatments of shockwave bilaterally. Okay, so we did combo shockwave, and she was 100% better. and we went through the whole thing. I had her talk about it, and then I said, would you mind giving a video testimonial? And that's where she's going to record it via this link. So you can see that also on my reviews page. Anyway, I hope that helps you guys. If you haven't done the basics and done the 30-day practice blueprint, I would recommend doing that. I think I talk about a lot of these ideas, but the newest ones I'm putting here on the podcast, like this new idea of this new patient welcome presentation, is just another rendition. Okay? Once again, guys, thanks for listening. Have a great day.